When you see someone who has, again, like amazing social skills or has that charisma, never try to replicate what they say or do. Instead, get a feel for it and ask yourself, what is my version of that? If you see me, for example, I'll giggle like a little girl, like, oh, it's so funny at something like the little meow thing or some weird situation or going around trying to never get to the point. I'll find that hilarious. What's something that you would find hilarious? Okay, I have another friend. He finds it hilarious when he'll just randomly start dancing. Really, it's like we'll just be standing there and he'll just like start dancing and whatnot. He finds that fucking funny. Draws people in, right? Or yelling random words. He'll be standing here, he'll be like, seminar! Just yell it out. Seminar! He'll find that super funny. I find it funny, but not as much as my stuff, but that's his version of it. What's your version? How do you summon that genuine laughter? This will also require auditing your life. Auditing times where you do laugh throughout the day. Also learning how to laugh. People have resistance to this, right? If you audit today, I hope you laughed today before this event, because I know you did at this event, but I hope before you did. I hope you laughed this morning. If you didn't, that's pretty sad. If you don't laugh multiple times, like almost crying laughing, that's pretty sad. Now, you could also go deeper on this side. Society at this point is really trying to trample out any kind of true laughter, right? Because even just general humor, it's always like kind of leaning on the edge. So it's like by tampering that down, less and less people are laughing, more and more people are afraid of laughing. So that's a whole other issue. But getting in touch with that, so key. Allowing yourself to laugh, getting out of your head, getting into your body, and like laughing with your entire body, so key, right? If you watch a movie, do you laugh? Or do you just think, that was funny? People probably laughed at that. Right? Or you're just there like, laughing like crazy. This is something you can actually work on. Like for me, although I laugh like crazy now, I didn't used to. I used to be that person who's like, that was funny. If I went to a comedy show, all right, that's one of my favorite hobbies and passions, honestly, where literally, especially here in LA, you have the best comedy shows. I mean, a lot, I guess, moved, but you still have some good ones. A lot of comics either moved or got canceled, but there's still some good ones. I would go to comedy shows, and at first I would just not laugh. I'd be analyzing the whole time, right? Or even analyzing it through speaking skills. I'm like, what are they doing? Oh, okay. Versus just enjoy it and feel and laugh. And that'll, especially socializing, get you in touch with the soul of an interaction, the dance of an interaction, and allow you to vibe. You can't be all in your head the whole time if you want to vibe. And then the challenge is, can you summon that in those times where you are spiraling down, where you don't feel like it, when you're in your head, when you're worried, when you have anxiety? Can you summon it? How? A lot of inner work, but until then, embrace, exaggerate, laugh. Get creative. If you're not laughing, it's simply because you aren't creative enough. And you should take notes of the theme or texture of your humor. What movies do you laugh at? What types of jokes? Right? Another exercise is every day, write down 3 things you find funny. Do that for a month. You have 90 things. Categorize them. And you'll start seeing those inner buttons to push within yourself. Right? I know for me, for example, if I tell a story and just kind of stretch it to the point where it's exaggerated and people are clearly like, that can't be true, but it's riding on that edge where people aren't sure. Again, Borat, Nathan, for you. I love that. And I can take anything and stretch it, right? Like I remember there was a client who was a dentist, a really successful dentist in Germany. And he was super serious. I'm like, dude, like find some kind of humor. Like this is what I would do if I were you. And we said hi to someone and I told them I was a dentist. So I'm like, here's what I would do with my sense of humor. You have to find your own. Here's mine. Yeah, it's like, so what do you do? Like, yeah, I'm a dentist, you know. I really hate the job. I've been drinking a lot recently. Even just this morning, you know, I was like so drunk. I almost just messed it up, but it's just teeth, right? High five. And everyone's just like, is he serious? But you aren't sure, and you see like a hint of a smile and laugh. And again, this is making me laugh like crazy on the inside. And then I'm like, I'm just kidding. Anyway, da-da-da-da-da-da. That's my humor. I can stretch anything like that, right? And there's also that art of improvising where even, you know, this is like an old school one. It's like someone's like, what's this tattoo on your arm, right? And I was like, well, it's the first page of my book. They're like, well, what book? It's called Dying is Not Cool. And they're like, what? It's like, yeah, you know, I just feel like less people would die if they knew that it wasn't cool to die, right? And just go on this whole rant. They're like, what? I'm like, yeah, but I'm making different versions. There's the dying is not cool, but then I also want to get this out, so I'm going to title it, dying ain't cool and all this, and like this whole thing, and then obviously just say I'm joking, because it's not about what you say. It's like, oh, and then everyone laughs, but like, that's my humor. What's yours? Master that, invincible.